Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our Global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in a state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent, it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much-needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
Ghetto, run, keep going on, less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just say I and I as a watchman around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war and cry. Fight down, me say Rastafari. War and cry and do the righteousness. Hey, we love. And we love Jaja. And we love Jaja. And we love Jaja. We love Jaja. We love Jaja. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I say, watch a man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I and I should never hold thy peace, but we penalize. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for Rastafari. Fight down war and fight. Fight down war and fight. Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah, Rastafari. We love war, and we love Jah. Me love Jaja, me love Jaja, Rastafari, preserve all. Me love Jaja, Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight, and then DJ Twink.
At this point, it has become a joyride of the public purse. When we, though, warned you about the Andrew Holness regime over the last 3 years, even during the upcoming, the general election just gone, you told us.
Vote for Labour Party. It's a pretty Labour Party. May I vote for Labour Party? May I a party for a brighter future?
So you, your auntie and your chargy and everybody else voted for the Labour Party, and this is what we have. Good evening and welcome to Keeping Up with the Crooks. All like me, we don't understand how to follow the numbers. Me would be able to keep up with the amount where this government thief. One thing I know though, them amount of money, you need flatbed and wrecker to carry them. 319 billions. They use the word unaccounted for. Given though that all of these monies are run through the sluice without any procurement document, then we are going to say it's missing, stolen. How do everybody? This evening will be a lot of reading. This evening will be a lot of reading because I don't know if you're keeping up with the Joneses. If you're keeping up with the crooks reeling out of the Auditor General's report at UWI. So I have about 3 articles to read for this evening. I see the young laborites, you know, the bunch of ball slush. They came out attacking Dr. Dawes. We're also going to read that for you tonight. And we're just going to keep up with the Joneses. America, I want to call America for with them, please. Evelyn America. No, America. Evelyn. I want to call America for with them. Make we ask America if he still a keep or if the dance just turn lawless about ya. No, sir. America, hold up your mirror. Your mirror, America, is Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the embodiment of the American empire. What Donald Trump is showing America to be, it's what America has always been. Hold Donald Trump up, America, and look at it. That is your mirror. Hey, America, hold up your mirror. America, oh no get your son. Nobody's America out the road there. For ask America, America? America get yes. So America they walk and fool with all this time for? Hmm?
Alright, guys, so yeah.
America this year. What America there? How come I not put America in a studio? I want to no man not call America for with it. Because America for hold up the mirror. Hmm? Hold up the mirror and look at it, America. Hold the mirror up and look at it. Because some people would want to blame Donald Trump. Liking to say a Donald Trump mash up America. Donald Trump is just what we would call in Britain a useful idiot. So shall a man live, so shall a man die. America has been living like a rogue. America
people that are
down as a rogue nation. Come here, America. Come look over there. America! Run, come look. One thing I can tell you, Marco Rubio, the meeting between Lord Jesus, to see the gangsters in jacket, suit, and tie sitting around a table discussing sharing up the loot. You understand the jungle. Do you understand how the loot, especially for the lion pride or the hyenas, do you understand how the loot is shared in the jungle? The police people have sit up and share up Venezuela Isle. Hey, America, me glad say me living in a this time. Because me never want dead guy in my grave. Go here say America is the best country in the world. Some fools still think that. I mean, they really do. But if you cannot hold the mirror up and look at it, then you will walk and believe so. Morning, America, morning. How you get your so? Where you there walk and tell with the life? America on fall, you know. Fast in America. I mean, Biden was trying holding it together. Mad and piss up and shit up as Biden was. But this year mad one, yeah. I know the shit up and piss up mad one are the violent, outrageous, uncontrollable mad one. You know the mad one. When we tap halfway in a presentation, go look through window and talk to the dopey. We turn up at the window. Yeah, America. And this over there. Welcome to America. Very big apple.
people that are running Venezuela. I just want to thank our military. What they've done is incredible. That was considered unprecedented to go into a military fort with thousands of soldiers and others, and to come in with 152 planes going every which way, and very rapid speeds and helicopters, and to come out with no deaths and the loss of no equipment. It was pretty amazing. Nobody's seen anything like it. I was called by the leaders of numerous countries. I won't go into which ones, but the biggest and the strongest, and they said that was very impressive. They're all impressed. But today I'm delighted to welcome almost 24 of the biggest and most respected oil and gas executives in the world to the White House. It's an honor to be with them. We have many others that were not able to get in. I said if we had a ballroom, we'd have over 1,000 people. Everybody wanted. I never knew your industry was that big. I never knew you had that many people in your industry. But here we are. And if you look, come to think of it, well, I got to look at this myself.
No, well, it's not the way I look fine, you know.
Wow.
Nothing.
What a view. This is the door to the ballroom.
America, look over there, America. America, look over the window.
Unusual time to look. but I figure we might as well do it. If the fake news would like to go back and take a look, you can, but you'll see a very big foundation that's moving. We're ahead of schedule on the ballroom and under budget. It's going to be, I don't think there'll be anything like it in the world, actually. I think it's going to be the best. We went from, this is, as you know, our biggest room, which would seat 100 for dinner, maybe, if you're lucky, if you're nice and tight. And the ballroom will seat many. And it'll also take care of the inauguration with bulletproof glass, drone-proof ceilings and everything else, unfortunately, that today you need. So we're going to discuss how these great American companies can help
You see, that's why it's important.
rapidly rebuild Venezuela's dilapidated oil industry and bring millions.
You see how mighty America they are walk and a thief and a jape people, then still a jape people and then still a thief. But you see where America reach? America can't even hold a sensible argument on the world stage anymore. America not friend on the world stage anymore. Nobody no respect America on the world stage anymore. The whole of want shit and throw it for America right now. Look at you, America. America, the mob gangsters. The street gangsters. Oh no. Elect a president with 30 odd conviction, you know. And then Uno go scream and cry when he turn the gun at Uno. But America, me they always talk one day, you know. Any day Uno gun turn pound, Uno we understand. The unstoppable one, all you do. Any day America, your gun turn around and say, so no get the useful idiot, you know. Uno get the useful idiot for order and cronies them. For turn him guns pan Uno. Uno see Uno reach America. Uno see say America. Uno see so no violence or no thieving or no criminality or no portray on the world over the last 80 years. You're not immune from it. You see, the foal has come home to roost in the name of a senile lunatic president. America, look at you. How you get the answer? 34 felony and a lunatic president. How you get the answer, America? Talk to. It would be a useful conversation, America, to find out from you. How did you get here? Your arrogance, if you look at it, your cockiness, and your head up your backside as if you are the only thing that life bred, and everybody is subservient to you, America. China wouldn't have passed you. Russia wouldn't have re-emerged. And Africa wouldn't be waking up. Sad for places like Jamaica and all of them ones who Trump listed as on the drug list. But anyway, make we left America and come to the joyride. The joyride with Christopher Tufton, Andrew Holness, and Darrell Vaz of we country pan. But for the purpose of this evening, we are focused on for Christopton joyride. Because you know Christopton has been taking us since COVID. Christopton has been taking us on a joyride. I would say something you come tell me now, say page not available for. Hold on the globalist. I don't know where. Gleaner tell me say page not available. If not, I'll read it from my phone. But I wanted to read it through screen share. Bear with. Are you opening up? Yes, it's opening up now. All right. Here we read away. Now, this is Errol Green. Let me introduce you to the faces before we go into the reading, because Errol Green is really not my problem. Dustin, the Dunce Dustin. Everybody knows the crook, don't you? Everybody knows the crook. Now this is Dustin. Permanent secretaries are responsible for the running of the day-to-day running of the ministry. They're also responsible for what is in question, the annual financial appropriation, the appropriation account, which ought to be submitted to the Ministry of Finance to be audited. So that's their main responsibility, the day-to-day running of the ministry. So this is Dustin. Dustin was there for quite a long time. And I would story did break when Dustin left. I did some money going in though. I think it was another Auditor General report that time after was it when the £930 million and $930 million? But when the Dustin excuse was why he couldn't have submitted those appropriations account is because people in the department have migrated overseas, people have died, and people have retired. That was Dustin's excuse why they think them never submit. Now, when Dustin left, which was it last year? I think it was early last year, I think. Then came Errol Green, who is the current permanent secretary. So lots of what goes on at the ministry permanent secretary wise, it is not the fault of Errol Green. Okay, so I hope you understand. Now, let's go back to the article. Let's go back to the article. Because we need to keep up with this story. We don't know how much I want to bear the time to sit down and read these different articles in the Gleaner. But for me, it is important to keep up with these stories. Very important. Because I saw them get off of the hook when the thing are gone and nobody now know the galang in them. Let me just pull up this to get a broader read. Right. The Ministry of Health and Wellness has missed another deadline of November 2025 to clear a backlog of appropriations account dating back to 2013. So this go back to the Portia Simpson administration from 2013 to 2015 for Portia's government. Appropriations accounts spanning the fiscal years 2013 to 2014. Also 1 year of the Portia from 2013 to 2014. And from 2019 to 2020, with an approved budget of 319.16 billion remaining outstanding, preventing the Auditor General from reviewing how taxpayer money have been spent. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Errol Green, who took over from Dunstan Bryan in September 2024, informed the Parliament Public Accounts Committee in March 2025 that the report would be completed and dispatched to the Auditor General Department by November 2025. However, Green was only able to submit 10 appropriations account for the period 2020 to 2021 and 2024 to 2025 to the Auditor General. In her annual report, which was tabled in Parliament on Tuesday, the Auditor General, Pamela Monroe Ellis, said the management of the ministry advised her department that it was actively working to finalize outstanding financial year from 2020 from 2013 to 2014 and 2018 to 2019. The ministry said it was collaborating with the Accounts General Department to solve ongoing challenges. The Financial Administration and Audit Act FFA requires submissions appropriations account within 4 months after the fiscal year. So 4 months after the fiscal year finish, they must submit their account. So say the fiscal year finish December, you must submit your accounts by April of the next year, yes. The Auditor General recommended that the management of the ministry should review and strengthen its financial reporting process to ensure timely preparation and submissions of appropriations account, evaluating procedural efficiencies, and enforce rigorous monitoring and compliance for compliance. Rather, the House of Parliament were also found wanting with a backlog of appropriations account dating back to 2018. According to annual report, 6 appropriations account with accumulated budget allocation of approximately 10.66 billion for financial year 2020. You're right, 2028, yes, so, but it's 2020 to 2020, 2020 to 2019. No. Well, this cannot be right. Hold on a minute. It's 2018, then right, 2028, yes, so, but it's 2018 to 2019 and to 2024 and 2025 remain outstanding. Hold on there. Hold on. Back to the reading. The non-submission of appropriations account not only breached the FFA Act, but it also prevents Parliament from effectively monitoring expenditure from the consolidated fund. In her report, Pamela Monroe Ellis indicated that the accounting officers submitted 4 appropriations account between March and April 2024. However, these statements were returned in May 2024 because they were not checked and verified by the chief audit executive as required by the financial instructions. Not going right around this one. Up to the date of this report, the verified appropriations account have not been submitted for audit review. The management of Parliament, led by Clerk of the House, Colleen Lowe, subsequently indicated that having regards to the scale and technical complexity of the backlog, Gordon House has initiated steps to engage the services of a suitable qualified external consultant. Boxing more cover, more money. The engagement is intended to provide specialized support to reconcile and where necessary, reconstruct the outstanding appropriations account using available primary record and supporting documents for the period under review. Efforts to clear the backlog of appropriations account have begun to bear fruits as Ministry of Education and Education, Skills, Youth and Information has sent 14 of those appropriations account covering 2017 to 2018 and 2018 to 2019, 2021 to 2022, 2024 to 2025 to the Auditor General. The Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce has also highlighted for its delay in submitted appropriations account. You know, Arbin Hill, where go take my guy there, Sean Paul Glory. Up to the time of this report, the ministry failed to submit 8 appropriations account for the recurrent and capital head covering the fiscal year 2020 to 2021 and 2022 to 2023, 2024 to 2025, with a cumulative budget approved of $22.2 billion. That's the end of this first article. Hey, Jamaica. Hold on there. Me knock myself. Me knock out the thing there. Bear with me. Put in back the everything crash. Crash, 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 crash. Everything crash. No. Who else we are going to? We're going to, let's quickly jump through this article. No one will read the one with them where young Jamaica attack Dr. Daz. Come, talk up quick. I'm not too interested in the labor right them because, oops, I never put back this in. The labor right them a be a dog vomit then talk, literally. Because when you, what have Dr. Daz said for them to come out and attack Dr. Daz about? Okay, no one will go pull it out to read it because them labor right people are despicable. But you see what Trump give Americans now labor right, Andrew go geek to it. Good geek to it. Because when you take the dictator you have God in our country. What is wrong with Gleaner? Why? Oh, this article can't be. It can't be there. It have to free. Yeah. All right. Let's go to them attacking Dr. Daz. But JLP, something wrong with them. Young Jamaica rejects Dr. Daz University Hospital audit claim as bareface. Young Jamaica, the youth arm of the governing Jamaica Labour Party has dismissed as bareface and disingenuous comments by opposition health spokesman Dr. Alfred Daz, blaming lack of oversight for procurement breaches at the University Hospital of the West Indies. Young Jamaica views a statement issued by Dr. Daz calling for independent oversight of the operations at University Hospital is a slap in the face of the intelligence of the Jamaican people. And this is the part that hurt me. Liberator come talk about this is a slap in the face of intelligent people. Leave us out of your dunceness. Because the intelligent Jamaicans don't have a problem with Dr. Daz. So don't draw in your nonsense. Oh. This is a slap in the face of the intelligence of the Jamaican people and confirm of his willingness to seek to squeeze political mileage out of an issue in public domain, but the group said in a statement yesterday. Dawes was responding to the release on Tuesday of an Auditor General report which identifies significant weakness in University Hospital governance, procurement, and contract management system. So if procurement, governance, and contract system weakness in there, it means that there's no executive oversight. So Dr. Daz Serang, continue reading. For more than a year, I have consistently raised concern about procurement practices across the ministry of Health and Wellness and its agency, Dawes said. Each time those warnings were dismissed, and the minister reassured the country that systems are sound and functioning properly. The Auditor General has now confirmed that this was simple. Not true. And the Auditor General report collude with what Dr. Dawes has been saying the whole of last year, the whole of when the Jill Galangin come out. Dawes said the report find that procurement documents were missing for 521 million in contract, confirmed a long-standing pattern of governance failure with the public health system. However, Young Jamaica dismissed those claims as disingenuous and said it had posed 3 questions to Dawes. I'm going to answer them for you tonight, John Crow. A medical doctor who was recently elected to the House of Representatives and the People's National Party ticket. Tell me, book up your question and may ask them for you, answer them for you. The group called on Dawes to clarify whether the company linked to parliamentarian was among the private entity referenced in the Auditor General. And to this, right, let me answer the first question. Can I answer it this morning even before the report come out? Yes, Dennis Gardner involved. Yes, Donovan Williams involved. Both people from the two party benefit from the tax hike won't carry out partly. So yes, and a PNP one involved. Both Labour and PNP involved in other tax racket in there. And to disclose whether he have had any ownership, partnership, or professional association with such company. Let me not answer to the ownership or partnership. Let me respond to the professional association though. Dr. Dawes is a medical doctor. Dr. Alfred Dawes is a medical doctor. Dennis Gordon runs a lot of medical facility. So it wouldn't be unusual for them to have professional association, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. What would they know? Meanwhile, Young Jamaica said it welcomed the decision by University Hospital Board of Directors to refer the matter arising from the report to the Jamaica Constabulary Force smoke screen. The Jamaica Constabulary Force fraud squad. Smoke screen. Smoke screen. When the wind blows the smoke away, we'll see everything clearer. What with it? Particularly, allegation that private companies benefited from the inappropriate use of the hospital tax exemption status. Beg your pardon, make a sip of bit of my tea. The Auditor General reported that University Hospital tax exemption status was misused to import items for at least 3 private companies, resulting in the state losing approximately 23 million in revenue. Now, I think Young Jamaica ought to direct this question to Christopher Tufton as the health minister. It's the health minister that should be answering your questions. Young Jamaica said it supported the Auditor General finding and insist that all follow-up investigation should allowed to proceed and the chip may fall where they lie. All they want to do is attack Dr. Dawes because nothing that he's complaining about, everything that he's complaining about that Dr. Dawes said, it's what the Auditor General report said. It's also, at the end, he said he supported the Auditor General's findings. The Auditor General findings collude with what Dr. Dawes has been saying. What is your problem, you dunce? The fact that you have a mouth, means every time you fit talk. Sometimes you can't shut it, bite on your bottom lip, put your hand behind you and hold your head down and hum like a granny. If you don't have nothing to contribute, keep your mouth shut. Labor rights. Police inspector charged in 30 million cocaine seizure granted bail. One of them and one away. Hold on there. Said one of them and one away. Yeah, granted bail. There's another article. Hold on. No extravagance. Extravagance, whatever I call it, in 155 million overseas trip involving Bartlett, Kakarata, wrong sauce. Only per reading tonight, No, man. Whoa. You don't want to read Ed Bartlett? Hold on there. Lord Jesus. There's another tough time. Yeah. Let's continue with the tax first before we go to something that Mr. Warner say. Say, they're not blame Christopherton. Dr. Dawes to blame for talk the truth. Dr. Dawes to blame for talk the truth. The truth what the Integrity Commission agree with. The same truth what the Integrity Commission agree with. And that become a problem to them. Now, let us move over to more on the tax. University Hospital gave booster shot to tax dodgers, say Auditor General. Let's go to this article. No, sir. Me tell you news busy in Jamaica. The Auditor General's report turn up the thing. Why I hope money we lose, Jamaica. I don't know if I look what I go on. Hold on there. I don't know if I look and see what I go on, but a whole heap of money. Everybody decides, say, if we are go to prison, we are go rich. And we are come back from prison rich. The people them say, if we are go prison, we are go rich. And if we are come back, we are come back rich. Let's continue the disgrace in our country. But Andrew Holness government has always been a disgrace anyway, so I know nothing really new, to be honest. Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis has indicated that the actions of those behind the University Hospital of the West Indies custom tax evasion, which is a crime, scandals serve to facilitate private entities in dodging taxes, thereby diverting resources from the public purse. The Auditor General performance audit of the institution reveal 6 instances in which university hospital utilized its tax exemption to facilitate the importation of goods belonging to 4 private companies, resulting in financial loss to the government. Giving an exemption for how the institution used its, giving an example rather of how the institution used its tax exemption status to import medical equipment and other items for private company. A performance audit placed under the microscope 12 dialysis machines to determine whether the item were included in the hospital inventory record and actually existed. However, the Auditor General said University Hospital did not provide the 12 dialysis machine and the other imported item for inspection. According to Pamela Monroe Ellis, her department review University Hospital inventory record revealed that the last record set for dialysis machine was in January 2020, consisting of 24 AK-98 dialysis machine received as a donation. An audit inspection of the dialysis unit at University Hospital was done on the 2nd of July 2025, where members of the audit team observed 26 dialysis machines, of which 58% were out of service and for various reasons, and only 11 were operational. However, none of the 11 machines were from the set of 12 dialysis machines imported in 2024. Consequently, we found no evidence indicating that the imported goods and equipment were the property of the University Hospital. Information from the custom agency showed the broker paid the outstanding tax amount of 1.1 million with both cash and credit card, which further suggests that the goods did not belong to the hospital. The Auditor General pointed out that the imported item were supported by the University Hospital undated declaration letter reflecting the name and signature of the former Chief Executive Officer. Hang on. The audit report said the declaration letter certified that the reference goods were imported solely for the University Hospital and that import duty was exempt. Additionally, the bill of lading design current Chief Executive Fitzgerald Mitchell was the countersignee and a business designate private company 2 as the notifying party. Although the current CEO name and signature appeared on both bill of lading and the C-84 document, The CEO denied that University Hospital facilitated the import. Prompt for further probe. According to the Auditor General, the different statement combined with the lack of supporting document and insisting and the inconsistent representation across different custom forms signal the need for further investigation, given the misrepresentation about the true owner of the imported goods and the loss of revenue mounting to $10.1 million. Further, the University Hospital used its tax exemption status to facilitate the import of laundry equipment with costs, insurance, and freight valued approximately $28 million for a business designated as Private Company 1 yield a tax exemption benefit of $6.6 million. In another instant, the misuse occur with the importation of office furniture and medical equipment with CFI value of $40 million and cups and dishes with CFI value at $1.41 million, resulting in lost revenue totaling $10.7 million. In its press release on Tuesday, the board of the University Hospital said it had already begun implementing a structure reform program before the tabling of the report aimed at strengthening governance, improving documentation, and reinforcing oversight across the hospital. With the tabling of the report, the board said it had moved to further accelerate the formalities and formalize actions that were already underway. It indicated that a comprehensive review of all procurement system referenced in the report had been directed with a focus to identify root cause and strengthening control to safeguard transparency, compliance, and value for our money. Don't know what I'm talking about. Literally don't know what I'm talking about. The board said that the management has been instructed to regularize or suspend effective arrangement where appropriate and reinforce oversight and compliance mechanism without delay. Jamaica it get worse, you know? Don't you think it's getting worse? Because me not see any better. Which other article we did say we're going to read? Oh, the Edmund Bartlett one. Let's see what the Ed is up to. We're not time for dinner right now. God Almighty, what our man everybody hates. Dana no sister, nobody no like her. Boy, then thick. Thick, bad. Hold on, let me see if Edmund Bartlett article go up in. Boy, this is a joyride. Jamaica, this is a joyride of the public purse. Nobody not keep no. And then you hear the Prime Minister come out and talk about accountability, transparency, and all that. You can't talk the sort of thing them in our ears now. I mean, everyone I wish to say no go so, you know. Everyone I wish to say a lie no and tell. Everyone I wish to say it's grandstanding. So as to why on always come out and make these whole attack, one knows why this article not opening. One knows say nothing don't go so. Oh, hold on. Gotta go strike someone one day. God is going to strike someone. Because when it come to do anything, you look, hey, wholeness. You look how everything to do with Melissa, wholeness want to follow things by the book. Wholeness do everything is done in slow motion and delay at the moment because it's about the people of Jamaica. And you will notice from parliament to ministries to the government, when it's about them doing what they want to do, the rules don't apply. These are the things we want Jamaica people to see. And stop run back a labor right and PNP. And say if it means that they should broke the rules in their benefit, they're not afraid to do it. And we still walk and protect them. That's why they fit to go to no yeah, you know. No extravaganza, if I saw the word go, in 155 million overseas trip involving Edmund Bartlett, Jamaica Tourist Board officials, said the Auditor General. Oh, Donovan White. Lord Jesus. Oh. Anyway, there is found no evidence to support allegation of extravagance in the nearly 155 million of overseas trips, many of which involve Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett and Jamaica Tourist Board officials, said Auditor General. The finding is contained in a special report of the Jamaica Tourist Board in which the Department 2025 annual report was tabled in Parliament on Tuesday. It said the review followed allegation of a persistent cash flow problem linked to excessive travel worldwide by Edmund Bartlett and Donovan White, the Director of Tourism. Jamaica Tourist Board expenditure and overseas travel did not exceed the approved budgetary allocation for travel. The report said, we were unable to assert that there was extravagance in the travel arrangement made. According to the Auditor General, overseas travel expenditure by the Jamaica Tourist Board totaling 154.9 million over the 4-year period 2019 to 2020, 2022 to 2023, covering trips by executive staff members and representative of the board. Some of these trips were led by Bartlett, who traveled 16 times during the period, and White, who undertook 30 trips, the report said. What would be interesting to know if all of these trips were to do the people's business, or because the department have the money to pay for these trips abroad, we don't just use the department money willy-nilly. We have to ask, we don't know. Because all I know is swindle we. Some man who can do paperwork better than others, so who can put the paperwork together for work and fool we. Some of oh no, I'm reading that already. Travel-related expenditure for the minister amount to 22.8 million, or 15% of total overseas travel costs. while the direct travel costs was 42.2 million, representing 27%. The report said. So, thus, Donovan traveled twice as much as Edmund Bartlett, and him costs with twice the amount for travel. However, Auditor General said their examination of the Jamaica Tourist Board General Lagarde revealed no evidence where members were reimbursed for expenditure after before their entitlement. The Auditor General also reported that overseas travel expenses was significantly below what would have been approved. For the review period, the 154.9 million spent was 364 million less than the $519 million budget for overseas travel. So I wonder where the 300, what happened to the 368 million? Because the 519 million allocated to the department for travels, overseas travels, only use 155 million. Where the other 300 million there? It would be interesting to know. In assessing the cash flow concern, the Auditor General note that the Jamaica Tourist Board accounts payable as a percentage of operational expenditure increased from 18% in 2019-2020 to 26% in 2021-2022 before declining to 14% in 2022-2023. Between 38% and 99% of the accounts payable fell within 0 to 30 days range across the year's review. Accounts payable is an accounting term that refers to the money of a company or organization owes to its supplier, vendor, or credit for goods or service that have been received but not yet paid for. Cash flow refers to money an entity receive and spend to run its operation. The report stated that approximately 99% of the trade payables examined related to marketing and public relations expenditure. It said Jamaica Tourist Board advised auditors that most suppliers are paid within 30 to 45 days of invoice being received, with payment exceeding 90 days occurring only in limited circumstances. The Auditor General also highlighted a fluctuation between budgeted and actual expenditure, noting that in some years, actual spending exceed allocation, while in other, the Jamaica Tourist Board underspent. According to the report, these variances arose largely because budgets were prepared on a cash basis, while audited finance statements include accrued expense recognized after year end. The Jamaica Tourist Board further explained that some apparent overspending result from invoice occurred at the end of the financial year but not yet presented by were later reserved and treated as current payment in the new accounting period. The Auditor General said the issue identified in the Jamaica Tourist Board cash flow did not result from excessive travel worldwide as outlined in the allegation. It also noted auditors confirm auditor D confirms the overseas travel by the Minister and Director of Tourism was authorized by Cabinet. A special audit of the Jamaica Tourist Board is not recommended at this time based on the findings, which suggests that cash flow problem raised in the allegation relates to management decision rather than the result of malfeasance or fraud, said the Auditor General. We're looking to do an article from Dana Dixon tomorrow, not tonight. I'm tired of reading now. I'm tired. Anyway, I'm tired for just a tearing of the computer, so. But my peeps, it's a joyride going on in the public purse. And let me tell you something. The thieving are going to even turn up higher. Because given the amount of money will come in during Melissa, we know so when it comes to what's about us, what we forget to help ourselves, they must make sure that all of the I and cross the T. Why the same rule will apply to Dr. Tufton don't apply to we? You know, like how Dr. Tufton just hand out the money in a millions and billions and no trace no there for them? Why no can do that for we in a Melissa? Why does that not apply to the victims of Melissa? Well, you just give them the thing so without no paper trace. Because that's how Dr. Tufton and him health department and the hospitals them run. That's how Parliament run. So maybe you can give we a blight as well. Jamaica, are you not losing count of the billions and millions we're going missing? Remember saying, Lord, we sleep early. Before generally a $3 trillion, we need to accumulate up now and see how much it there. We need to accumulate and see how much we're there now. Maybe we have to go find a new set of figure. Because on a thief in a millions, on a thief in a billions, on a thief in a trillions. Our the higher money than trillion. Because of this, so we have to go elevate them too. Look how much money go here, there, and everywhere. And we have a broken health system. And the same Jamaican, them will come out of the 10 Tufton, I figure hospital, go sit down and leave and don't get help. Jamaica, we need to wake up and pay attention to ourselves. I mean, we have looked after everybody else for long enough now. Spend some time on ourselves. Do some self-searching and take some responsibility for where we are. The more we sit down and blame people for where we are, we're going to only just sit down there and blame people for where we are. The question is, do we want to get out of it? That's the question we should be asking ourselves. Thank you very much for being here tonight. If you don't see the need to unite, we will perish one by one. Because then we just pick we off. One by one, dege so. But while we still have time, that's why I have to knock the drum every day. While we still have time, there's something that we can do that will benefit us.
Vote for Labour Party. It's a pretty Labour Party. May I vote for Labour Party? May I a party for a brighter future?
Have you received that brighter future, Jamaica? You were promised prosperity. Are you seeing the brighter future? Thank you very much, and good night from Global TV.
Too long in our little ghetto. Run, keep going on, let's protest. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Day or night. We gonna bust down Babylon walls. Prepare every the way. Prepare every the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down war and crime. Fight down war and crime. Say Rastafari. War and crime. And do that righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. And we love Jah.
Jah Rastafari, save all people.
And we love Jah. We love Jah.
Jah Rastafari,
We love Jah.
Jah Rastafari, save all people.
Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I and I should never hold thy peace while we penalize. Day or night, we gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare every the way. Prepare every the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down war and crime.
Fight down war and crime.
Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah,
Jah Rastafari, preserve all.
and we love Jah, Jah. Me love Jah,
Jah Rastafari,
me love Jah.
Jah Rastafari, preserve all.
Me love Jah. Jah Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.